In this video, I'm gonna give you a 3-minute guide on how to master any skill. And when I say master any skill, I mean explode your progress, reach the peak as fast as you possibly can. Here's the thing, mastering a skill takes time. It takes hours of practice, and there's a certain number of hours that you have to reach. But you can definitely speed up the process, and I'm gonna show you how. This is not very practical, it's more on the theory side. I'm still gonna give practical examples. So number 1 is practice, number 2 is feedback. I'm gonna talk about how these two come hand in hand. So with practice, you wanna practice 10,000 hours. That's a benchmark. Realize that the closer you get to the 10,000 hour mark, the better you're actually going to be. So you want to practice every day, you want to show up frequently. Your mind learns with frequent repetition, and the more frequent the repetition, the faster your mind learns. Showing up 10 hours once a week is not as effective as showing up 1 hour 10 times a week. With spaced repetition, you can learn the fastest. You can master any skill the fastest. So you want to show up every day as often as you possibly can and just learn new things, and everything will become clear in its time. Number 2 is feedback. You can practice 10,000 hours and still have the results of somebody who only practiced 2,000 hours. And why is that? That's because if you don't implement the right feedback markers, it's going to be hard to learn as much as you want, to extract as much as you want from the time you're practicing. So let's take golf as an example. If you swing too far to the left, you adjust to the right. If you swing too far to the right, you adjust to the left, until you find your way back in the middle. You always fight between extremes until you find the sweet spot once again. Let's say YouTube. In my case, it's YouTube. I'm talking to the camera. I want to be as relatable and as good of a speaker as I possibly can. And how do I achieve that goal? I talk to the camera more and more and more and more. I review my ideas. I apply spaced repetition. I practice with diligence, with discipline, with patience. That's how I'm going to reach my goal. And I can also give myself feedback by reviewing the footage. Every time I watch my own YouTube videos, I listen closely to what I'm saying so that I can understand if this makes sense from a third party, from somebody else's view. Because you could block yourself by thinking that your video is good or you talk well on camera, even though you don't actually. So by being honest with myself and realizing exactly what I'm doing wrong, I can maximize the process. I can look at analytics to check what videos are performing well and revise and think about what I did in those videos and do that again and repeat the process. So the more I talk to the camera, the better I'm gonna be. Let's take jiu-jitsu. I've been training jiu-jitsu for 1.5 years. It's a skill. I would consider it a skill. It's a sport. And at the beginning, you're just surviving. You take loss after loss after loss, and then you get to a point where you're minimizing your losses, and then you break even, and then you push past and you start to gather wins. By gathering wins, you can gain the confidence to progress even further. Let's talk about typing. I'm gonna make another video about typing. I think typing is a skill. My current words per minute is like 125 to 130. It ranges, it varies. I've been practicing the skill for like about 2.5 years, and it's like a progression. It's not like this, it's not linear, it's more like this, and then it goes up very, very fast. Your progress will explode as long as you give yourself enough time in that skill, practicing that skill. It's basically as simple as that. So any skill you want to practice, the same principle applies. Number 1, practice. You need to practice as much as you can. That was probably obvious, you probably knew that before. Number 2 is feedback. Enough practice with enough feedback is going to get you on the right path. If you can really zone in and just zone in on the process and maximize the process, maximize the output of your input, then you can achieve great results. I'm Dan, I make videos like these every day. I hope this video could help you. I hope this video is valuable to you. If you resonated with this video, if you found value in it and meaning, then don't forget to subscribe. Here's the funny thing, I was literally feeling bad about my quality of YouTube videos, the way I was speaking. But I literally recorded 2 videos back to back right now, and I just have some feeling in my gut that it's gonna be amazing. That what I said is actually useful, it's actually valuable, and that many people can resonate with it. I literally recorded these two video topics. I recorded them 5 times between yesterday and today. Yesterday I didn't even upload at night because I just didn't feel enough value and output in those first trials. Imagine recording one video that's like 5 minutes long, recording like 3, 4, 5 takes, and each one being like 10 minutes, 12 minutes because you talk a lot. But then again, it's practice. By practicing more, you're able to refine your skills until you're good even on your bad days. I don't know, I feel like my true character is coming out. I've been recording for a long time, for about 7 months, and I feel kind of this sort of love when I'm talking to the camera right now. I don't know if I'm just making it up, but this is actually what I feel right now. So anyways, I'll see you later, and you got this, bro.